You are about to witness a YouTuber's descent into madness. The people who witnessed these events could not believe they were occurring. And this is dangerous. Do not try this at home. It all started innocently enough, with the idea that the Victorinox jet setter was not really enough, and perhaps the Rambler would be better. The Rambler is a better tool set, and yet it has a blade. We need to get rid of the blade. How could this be done? The first thing the YouTuber did was make a really lousy video. A lousy video after she purchased a Victorinox Rambler and got this device to try to cut the blade off. She tried and tried to cut the blade off in the shed of her home. Even the dogs came. They witnessed what was happening, and they were horrified. They were horrified, running as they witnessed the heresy up front. They couldn't stand to see it. As she left the shed, she picked up a rock, brought it into the house, and set it on the kitchen table. She began rubbing the knife blade of this Rambler back and forth across this useless garden rock. She created a lot of dust on the table. She created a lot of sand on the table, but she did not dull the blade. Trying again to make a dull blade, she used this Arkansas stone and actually had some success, but made hideous noise. The hideous noise was such that her husband could not stand, could not bear to hear it anymore. He asked her, "What is it that you think you're doing?" When she told him she wanted the blade gone, he said, "Here, give it to me." And this is what he handed back. She rubbed it on the Arkansas stone to smooth it. But her madness only deepened as she realized that this did not have to be the end of this adventure. She closed the blade never for it to be opened and got her midnight manager. She realized she didn't have the first break on camera for the channel, and her husband broke it for her. Now she had two knives without knives. The madness! How could there be knives without knives? And yet, again, she filed off the blade tang so that it would be smooth, and then she closed it, knowing it could never be opened again. There would be no knife here. She thought the madness was done. She even went and made a video about this knife and the first knife. Here is the evidence we have of that video. The thumbnail. According to this thumbnail, she had the audacity to name her creations the Midnight Supervisor and the Jet Setter Office. But things didn't end there. She spiraled deeper into madness, as you can see in this following found footage. I get that what I'm about to do is stupid, but this has the tool set I want, only without the knife and without the headphones I'm randomly holding in my hand. In case I lose my eye or something, I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to this channel, all 4,000 of you. You might regret it after you see this video. I have here for me today a brand new pair of safety glasses, which, can you see, are just like the knife I'm about to destroy, made in Switzerland. I have my welder's gloves. I have these kitchen towels, and this is not the kind of time when you ask, why are all the kitchen towels in the shed? Because, hey, it's convenient for me that they're here this time. Okay, Victorinox companion, I truly love you, but I believe we can be together more if only you can lose this pesky thing. You will be joining me at work, and in who knows what other blade-free areas. Probably not an airplane, though, because I ain't gonna risk that. Apparently, as she tightened up the blade, preparing for what she was about to do, her husband came into the shed where she was working. He witnessed what was going on and simply turned around and left without a word. All right, I've got this lined up to where I think the weakest spot is, and it's ready to go. Apparently, my husband doesn't even want to know. Safety glasses on. I'm gonna wrap these around here to hopefully catch any metal pieces that fly off. Everybody ready? Is this thing recording? You can see it. Ready? Here we go. Okay. This looks promising. And you guys, this is it. I have the first bladeless Swiss Army knife that is otherwise a companion minus. I don't know what we're gonna call this. Later, she would name it the Victorinox Colleague, but not before she had pressed her husband into service again, this time using a file to smooth out the edge of the blade. And now let us consider what her madness has wrought in this world. a midnight supervisor and jet setter office were born. Both of these are Swiss Army knives without knives. Clearly, a conundrum that cannot be handled by the human mind. And she did not stop there, but instead proceeded to develop the Victorinox colleague. This is a very simplistic way of modifying a Swiss Army knife, which is not respectable, clearly. And yet she did, in the end, receive what she wanted, a Swiss Army knife without a knife. Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Was this actually a Victorinox heresy, or is this simply a case of a woman who loved her Swiss Army knives too much? Let us know what you think in the comments section below, and thank you so much to everybody who's subscribed.